It's your future. Own it.
The Bert Show on all the hits Q100.
¿Cómo se llama? No, Kelly Clarkson!
You seen that movie, obviously?
Oh my God, yes. No, for Halloween, actually, we were on tour, and I had my whole pumpkin. My teammates in the room, my manager, and we made Steve Carell, and the pumpkin was the head of it. Nice. And then I got one of those things from Build-A-Bear. Yeah. And I got his voice on it, so like mine said, I can like Clarkson. Like for the whole thing, it was so awesome. So really, I'm just bragging about how funny I am. This is what I'm doing right now.
You get royalties from that? I would insist on a nickel every time somebody plays that.
No, are you kidding? Oh God, it's such free promotion, right?
Right? You might as well take it.
Hell, I don't need the money. That's awesome.
It's great that it was completely ad-lib, too.
Oh, I know. That's what I heard, too. And I thought it was totally scripted, like, just to be funny or whatever. And then I was like, why did you use my name? But, yeah, it was funny.
It's like, off the top of his head, that's what he shouted.
It's the funniest scene in the movie.
Yeah.
It is great.
You know, when you first realize that it's ad-libbed, you're like, oh, cool, thanks for thinking of me. And then
you're like, wow, you're in pain.
Dude, why am I on top of your head when you're getting waxed?
I know. I'm like, weird. That's not when I want to hear my name shouted.
Good morning, Q100. You're on with
That
Kelly
should be
Clarkson.
your voicemail greeting.
Exactly.
When people call you, it should ring, and then they hear this.
That's it.
I can do it.
¿Cómo se llama? No, Kelly Clarkson!
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Is that a great idea?
I'm an idiot. Why did I not think of that?
Good morning, Q100. You're on with Kelly Clarkson. What's up?
Hi, good morning, Bert Show.
Good morning.
Hey.
I am fairly new listener to y'all. I'm extremely nervous. My heart is beating like 1,000 miles an hour. Love the show. I am absolutely adore you guys. I listen to you every single morning. I don't even listen to my old radio station anymore. But to Kelly, your CD Breakaway, it got me through like the most difficult relationship of my life. And I just had a recent breakup with the same guy, and I was just listening to it yesterday. I absolutely love you. I love your style. Every single track, I just love it. And I just wanted to let you know I am such a big fan of yours, and I have your second record as well, and I just love you.
Oh,
I just love you. And it's funny how, I can relate. I mean, you just gave me a different opinion with celebrities. I'm like, they're just normal people. They go through the same things. And,
oh, definitely.
I love the CD. Love the CD. I love your music, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. God. Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
This is the thing here, and this is going to lead us great into the whole Clive Davis and My December thing here, because this is the thing, I think, at least perception-wise, that started to draw some tension, I think, between you and Clive Davis.
And very media-driven, P.S.
Yeah?
But yeah.
Well, let's continue that.
I mean, I'm fine to talk about it, but
I guess the first thing is, were you upset by the way it was handled, and that it even leaked at all, that there was any kind of tension going on between the two of y'all?
I mean, yeah, because, I guess the biggest joke, especially for other artists that hear something like that, is like, well, I mean, of course, there's always some kind of tension between not even me and Clive, just labels and artists. I mean, that's like the oldest story in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So, but which is normal, because obviously everybody wants a project to be successful. But no, I mean, that was the weirdest thing. And then, like, if you listen to the album, I mean, for the press to, to take, well, actually the press took my side a lot, which was really weird. But I don't know, it is very radio friendly. That's what I think I got, or that's what I thought was most funny about this whole situation. Like, people kept saying it was so rock, and I was like, wow, you have an altered perception of what rock and roll is, but because it's not me. And I don't know, I guess it was just weird. But it actually, I mean, it is selling 1.5 million worldwide without getting, any kind of promotion. So that was pretty cool.
And now let me just make it totally clear, because what she said, what I heard her saying was that your songs are so personal to her. And from what I understand, like, the chasm started, or the disagreement started between you and Clive, because you were putting out this CD that was so intensely personal for you, but he felt it was kind of dark, and he didn't feel that was your image, and that's where the tension started.
Well, and I think what's funny about what you just said, though, is that actually wasn't said about this record. Behind closed doors, it was actually said about Breakaway. Okay, with like Because of You and Addicted and a lot of the song. Even when we came out with Since You've Been Gone, I remember everybody was like, "Oh my God, that's way too rock than what we're used to." Yes, and I was like, "Really?" Because it doesn't sound rock to me. But I mean, that's actually what we went through on the Breakaway album. Okay, and which is funny. And then it ended up, blowing up, and I ended up making another intimate record. And I mean, I don't think I've ever written a song that's not intimate. Like, I don't think I ever will. I mean, that's kind of weird.
So
Do you
then
think
what was the big, what
to
was
be
the big beef
disconnected.
with the album then? Just that it was too rock?
I mean, honestly, it was just, it's kind of it's a weird situation. I mean, obviously nowadays, albums aren't selling. Even like, Timberlake, you'd think he'd sold like 15 million records with this, just because of all the singles he's had, or everyone, like we were just talking about this in the car. And obviously sales aren't like they are usually, but I don't know. I mean, honestly, it was just a weird situation. And I guess with Breakaway, the stars kind of aligned. I mean, that ended up selling so many records, and it was, I mean, I love the record, obviously, but it's not like John Lennon or anything, so
Right.
It's not like, it's just weird that I'm like, oh wow, that sold like a lot. Like it was just weird, but I don't know. I guess you never know like why things sell or why they don't.
Do you
So-
think your musical career's under a little bit more of a microscope because of the American Idol start?
I mean, no. I mean, the weirdest thing too about this, I'm going to say weird like 4 more times, but it is such a weird situation though. Like with the credibility thing, I never thought in a million years that this record would have gotten so much credibility. Like with it, like every time I go do an interview, they're like, "Man, I'm so proud of you for standing up for You Believe." And I'm like, I didn't really do that. I mean, I did this record like I do all my records. I didn't do anything that different. But
did
okay.
you have to put your foot down with Clive to
I mean-
get the record made the way you wanted it done?
No, I mean, and that's the thing too. And everybody says with Clive, I mean, we don't even. It's not like we talk like on a daily basis
Yeah.
in my house. It's like it's not like I was like, "Hey, Clive."
He's on speed dial.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you don't have a
Barbecue.
voicemail. He wants to
Right.
call you, but he doesn't. He's never sure that you're actually on the phone because it's automated woman.
I know. That's why I don't do that. By the way. That's why I don't want people to know it's my number. But no, I don't know. What was we got off the subject of what you just said?
Just did you have to put your foot down, and how hard was that?
I mean, I think every artist does that, and not with Clive in specifics or anybody in specifics. It's just with labels. I think it's very important for any artist to put your foot down at some point, just because obviously you know what you want to sound like. It's your face, it's your voice. You know what you kind of want to do. And I mean, honestly, my record label and the different managements that I've been with and myself, I've done pretty good so far. So I mean, so it's not like we've really screwed up yet. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty good system.
I think the perception was that here is this girl that nobody knew a couple of years ago. She wins American Idol, and she's telling Clive Davis exactly how she should be doing.
Well, and that's the thing that came out in the press like that,
Yeah.
and I did not do that.
Right.
I mean, Clive will tell you. I mean, even from the first time we met for like whenever he took over the record label, because it was actually, God, what was his name? Not Richard Sanders. No, the first guy. Whenever American Idol hit, Clive actually wasn't even on the label.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up coming in. I was so excited. I was stoked. Whitney Houston, all these people, Janis Joplin, all these people he's worked with. So, when we first met, I'm full-blooded Texan. I got, ideas of what I want to do and, things where I want to go and where my career could go and everything. And I mean, they embrace that. They love that. They obviously don't want some kind of mindless robot, because people can read that. The public's too smart.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am firm about what I like, but I'm also very much a rookie. So, I mean, I definitely take opinions. So.